I give you money. Paris Saint-Germain get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. So off we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every...
Decent chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! An extraordinary start. Breakthrough in next to no time.
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So, a breakthrough already. Zielinski gets a foot in here. He's in plenty of space here. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Zielinski. And here's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Neymar. Spread to the right. And this is Messi. And Messi! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Driven in. Zielinski is there to clear. He's picked his way through. No, it's come to nothing. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Lovely bit of skill. Messi! Neymar. And it's Neymar. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, they could be caught out here.
Inter genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality.
And he shoots! And that's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they want another.
He hit that like he meant it. Absolutely speared it in.
And that's a brilliant finish, Peter. Such a satisfying one from his perspective, knowing he hit it so beautifully.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now it's Zielinski. And now they can clear their lines. Looks to the other side. Messi. That's a little off target. Ferran Torres. And now the breakaway. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Almost half an hour in now. Zielinski. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Van Dijk. That has not gone well. That's been slipped through. And Shevchenko! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Ferran Torres with the foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Van Dijk. Oh no, that was never going to make it. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Shevchenko. And he's got away from it. Shevchenko! Shevchenko! This guy is class! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And the comeback is complete. And that really is so impressive. Inter Milan leading now.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
No way through. Nicely spread. Pass is just off target. And it's Shevchenko. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Steaming on goalwards. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. It's a good run down the right. Alexander-Arnold, and he's got the beating of his man. There's the shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Neymar, Zielinski, and it's Robertson. Can he get onto this? He's found a way through. And it's Zielinski. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
And we've reached half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. So we reach the halfway point.
I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Cambio di giocatori.
So the action resumes.
Paris Saint-Germain really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. just looked a step too slow on everything.
Paris Saint-Germain do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
He's shifting through the gears, and Shevchenko!
Oh, once he made the save...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Delivers the ball, and he's cleared it back out. Alexander-Arnold for Messi. He just refused to budge, and he's got his way. Zielinski has created one goal already. Zielinski. Son Heung-min. Messi does well not to be outdone there. Shevchenko. Zielinski. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Big chance! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! A finish right from the top draw! And this is getting better and better. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker, not least because he can finish equally well with both feet, Peter. It's not all about his finishing, though. He's always on the shoulder, looking for that ball in behind, and that prevents the opposition defence from getting too high or, indeed, getting too comfortable.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao with the cross. Donnarumma claims it. Safe hands. Now, can they get him away? Looking for the run. That's been slipped through. Ødegaard. Searching pass he's played there. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! Off the post! Zielinski. It's a searching pass. Nicely aimed pass. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Alexander-Arnold gets across to intercept that. Ferran Torres. It's a throw-in. Camavinga. Spread to the right. Paris Saint-Germain yet to have an attempt on goal. Van Dijk. Camavinga. And it's Zielinski. Spread out to the left. That's tidy. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. That's a good ball out wide. Out for a throw. Camavinga. Alexander-Arnold. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Lewandowski, not the most accurate pass. And it's Zielinski. Jimenez calmly anticipates. Now it's Ferran Torres. Camavinga, played out towards the right wing. Ødegaard. And it's Camavinga. Looking for a runner. Can he get onto this? Rafael Leao receives it in a wide position. Caicedo. Zielinski. Lewandowski! He's got away with one there.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Played into space. That's beautifully weighted. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Messi. That's a good foray he's making. Alexander-Arnold. Ødegaard. That's destined for the flank. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Caicedo. Alexander-Arnold. Looking for options for movement. Messi. And he's there to belt it away. Robertson kept his eye on it, and he's there. Ferran Torres. Robertson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Lewandowski. That has not gone well. Nicely spread. Robertson gets over and intercepts. Played out wide. He's got away. Played into the box.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
In once more. Ferran Torres! Smashing delivery, just didn't... And the referee says that is that for the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0.
Cambio de jugadores.
So right back into the action. So the first half brought no goals. Now here's the delivery. And he knocks it clear. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And it's De Bruyne. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Zielinski has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
You just can't argue with the referee there, Peter. He spelt it out for him earlier.
Little doubt, that is a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. That pass isn't the best. Paris Saint-Germain come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in person.
Ferran Torres! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now it's Ferran Torres. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Rafael Leao. Tries to play it through. Ødegaard has the space to scheme. That has ended up in no man's land. Nicely shaped ball.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
And he can clear it away. Knocks it into space. That is good alertness. Donnarumma clears. Oh, easy pickings there. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 96.600.
And he's gone searching crossfield. Now it's Messi. And he's managed to get free. Ferran Torres! Rafael Leao. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Pass somewhat off target. Rafael Leao is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And the pass is intercepted. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Rafael Leao. Ødegaard. And here's Ferran Torres.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Just eases him off the ball. He's a sharp little ball here. Alexander-Arnold gets into a good position. Now he's got space here. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball, and he was quick to react. De Bruyne, played into space.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Paris Saint-Germain really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Will be a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. Over to the other side. Great vision. And this is Lewandowski. That is a crunching tackle. Akanji did just about enough to come out on top. Tries a shot! He doesn't look too happy with that.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
And it's Zielinski. Oh, good spread. Messi. He is through here. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Now this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Ødegaard. Zielinski wins the duel this time. Now it's Messi. Oh, played right into his path. Rafael Leao. Zielinski. That has been slung wide. Not the most accurate pass. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, well measured. So that's it. It is all over. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I suppose it's something. Not ideal for either side, of course, although if you look at the overall balance of things, neither did enough to win this, and I think the result is quite fair.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Begley. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Paris Saint-Germain.
So all eyes on HA9. This famous stadium, still very much the venue historically for football globally. And that gets things running. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre-forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
And it's Zielinski. Oh, played right into his path. Howson clears without hesitation. Tries to pass it through.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Hernandez is having a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's got a... Ferran Torres! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And again! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard, on his day, is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in.
And the shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Aimed beyond the defence. That looks a good ball through.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Hernandez crosses.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Messi. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Paris Saint-Germain are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Akanji, pressing high and with purpose. Alexander-Arnold. Plays a sharp little ball here. Ferran Torres receives it in a wide position. Shot, surely! But he's left disappointed. Neymar getting forward. Neymar making a dash for it. Oh, that's fabulous. Neymar's cross. Cleared without hesitation. Messi. He's found a way through. And this is Hazard. And he's quick to get rid. Oh, easy pickings there. Ferran Torres. And he's picked out the run. Chance for a shot! Oh, split! And the keeper's given it away. Shot a goal! And again, he is at his elastic best.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment. Inter really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Howson. Esteval. That has been slung wide. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Neymar. Forced to go back. No, he's not getting his way this time. Caicedo. So what can they make of this? Alexander-Arnold makes a move down the right. Neymar. Neymar plays it in. Oh, good climb! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Inter really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Camavinga. Now Son Heung-min. He's shifting through the gears here. Esteval. Can he get on the end of this? He's on it. Can he get away? There's the shot! And again! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Number 9.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Neymar. Oh, super find. Now it's Ferran. He's having a pop! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Paris Saint-Germain currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. Back on the way then.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
That's tidy. And here's Ferran Torres. Zielinski. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Zielinski. He's got away. Real chance! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Paris Saint-Germain looking to get level. A formality, we're level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Zielinski defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Ball's played through. Messi. Searching pass he's played there.
Paris Saint-Germain have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus?
Oh, he's having a go!
The attendance for this match was
the keeper's done ever so well.
Ferran Torres actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
A header! Caught offside that time. De Ligt. And it's Hernandez. Great vision. Alexander-Arnold kept his eye on it, and he's there. Camavinga. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Vitinha. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now he's on it! He's having a hit! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Nicely weighted ball. He is through here. Tries to play it through. Can he finish? And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. Ferran Torres has another go. Paris Saint-Germain have their third corner. That's a decent clearance. Goes to finish! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Caicedo probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Goulet. Neymar venturing down the left. And he's managed to get free. It's Camavinga. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. No outsmarting him this time. A quick look, thought about cutting inside.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
He's picked his way through. Elects to cross. And he's straight offside. Akanji. Threads one in. Ferran Torres. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Esteval. Howson. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he thumps it clear. Oh, he's been caught. Chance! Oh, wow, that's crazy! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Paris Saint-Germain found a way, forcibly. Now they must hold out.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question. How long is there left, including stoppages?
The message is simple. Defend this with your lives. Goulet with the short one. And here's Goulet.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Caicedo. Ferran Torres. There will be 4 extra minutes. Nicely worked. And he's there to belt it away. Now that looks a decent ball. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Desperate defending required here. Goulet goes short. Hernandez with the terrific effort. And that's a sharp finish. And right near the end, we have parity. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job.
And time is up. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So it's down to business here.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially...
Zielinski! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Cross flung in towards... He leaps for it! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Zielinski is there, and he can pick it up. Costa Curta deals with that comfortably.
Tony Adams is the standout player, Peter.
He does stand out, Jim, of course, but specifically how?
Because he's a colossal presence who seems to thrive the tougher the...
A header! It's loose. Oh, it's fallen loose again! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Camavinga. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Now, can they get him away? Oh, important interception. Oh, good spread. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, it's played into the area. Oh, good climb! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Yamal. Messi. He came in hard, very hard. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Messi, he's picked his way through. And they're back on the ball again. And here's Messi. And Messi! Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
It's a great gallop down the right-hand side.
Oh, great feat, that.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Yamal, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Still goalless at the moment. And here's Ferran Torres. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Just too high.
Look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now, who's going to be first to this? And again! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Ah, he's given it away. Zielinski.
Oh, really well played.
In towards the back stick. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Guardiola. And it's Rooney. And that's a good ball. Oh, what has happened here? Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Guardiola. And here's Mbappe. Zielinski getting forward. Now it's Son Heung-min. He's found a way through. Great... Ferran Torres! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having winning runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
That's the end of the first 45. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
I think the scoreline probably is a fair reflection of the first half. If there is perhaps one criticism I can make, it would be the wastefulness in front of goal. You really ought to be putting those chances away. They have to make up for that.
Paris Saint-Germain can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. So straight into the second half. Paris Saint-Germain leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Chance for a shot! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Rooney unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Great vision.
Might want to be careful there.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Rooney. Oh, such a clever touch. Messi. Oh, that's neat. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. In with the challenge. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
He's going for goal!
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him, as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Messi, Yamal is on. Shot a goal! Oh, brilliant from Yamal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Just one in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
It's Rooney! And he hits the net. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Torres. Mbappe.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Oh, super find. He's shifting through the gears here. Son Heung-min! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Into the lead once more. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And yes, it's him again. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And he welcomes it in. And this is Messi. Messi's cross. He's rising! And that's a tiny finish. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And Messi! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, that's a key interception. Not the most accurate pass. Looking for the run. Rooney receives it in a wide position, showing good feet.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Serginho wins the duel this time. Robertson. Guardiola gets a foot in here. And it's Robertson. And here's Son Heung-min. Another throw-in. Look at the space here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There's the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. That is great defending, so alert. Well, that pass isn't the best. There will be 4 extra minutes. Messi goes for a shot! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. I think they're done. They are done. Paris Saint-Germain pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. The Urbano Caldera, it really is a wonderful place to be. A ground graced by some of the greatest in Brazilian football, heroes and legends. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that
And Messi! He's got away with one there.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
And that has been cleared. And it's Messi. There's the shot! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. Neymar. And he's been shifted off it. Camavinga making good progress on the right-hand side. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ferran Torres is fouled. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
He's got to have a go at this, and it looks straightforward. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, that's fabulous. Lovely feet. Now the cross. And he gets rid in a hurry. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Paris Saint-Germain are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of...
Ferran Torres! Oh, crossbar! And for a moment, time stood still.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
And it's Messi. He has found the way through. Tries one from range. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Messi most definitely hit it with a lot of venom and little control. It carried hardly any danger.
Alexander-Arnold. It's a good run down the right. Messi. Son Heung-min. Great vision. That has not gone well. Messi gets on his bike and on the move. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Messi. Messi carries the ball down the right. Messi stood his ground strongly. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. In with the challenge. So we're still where we started right now. Tries to play it through. Marquinhos does really well to win the ball there. Bellingham. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Tries to pass it through. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Paris Saint-Germain are down to 10 men. Probably be looking to play it square from here.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, that's nice. Camavinga did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Quality ball. Son Heung-min. Messi. Looking for options for movement. Alexander-Arnold. Towering header! Goal! Santos! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first moment of real significance.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Caicedo is there, and he can get that clear. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. And that is out of play. Donnarumma claims comfortable. Messi. Camavinga gets a foot in here. He's a sharp little ball here. Can he finish? And that's a tiny finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Santos are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off their shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
He's got away. Engages and forces him off the ball. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Senhoras e senhores, o telão está exibindo boletim informativo da polícia local. Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa 22.
Away we go again.
Sai para a
Well, I think
entrada
they
do
have to be
jogador,
positive despite the
camisa
scoreline. The
19.
one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either.
Chance for a shot! And it's there! And they are disappearing out of sight. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Ferran Torres demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Santos find a position of real strength now. And this is Son Heung-min. Bellingham. Alexander-Arnold.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Can he finish? That is decidedly lacking.
Paris Saint-Germain certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Alexander-Arnold is there, and he can pick it up. Hazard. And here's Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
A lot of space ahead of him. Big chance! You've got to be quick to recover this. Outstanding save to keep that out.
Lamine Yamal definitely took on the run with considerable swagger until he shot.
Corner number 2 then. And this is Hazard. Oh, it's a great ball here. And he's heaved it away. And it's Bellingham. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Alexander-Arnold, who does have an assist to his name. Back on the ball again. Yamal. Alexander-Arnold. Ferran Torres. Lovely bit of skill. Bellingham can see things, others simply cannot. Loose ball now, and there's a... Tries a shot! And that's a sharp finish! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Oh no, what has happened here? And here's Yamal. Very nicely done. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. And the through ball, and he's picked it up out wide. He's found a way, shot a goal! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
Paris Saint-Germain really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Marquinhos. And it's Bellingham. Now it's Yamal. Some good work on the right flank here. Bastoni. Bellingham. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And this is Hazard. Oh, right place, right time. Oh, no joy this time. Yamal. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Yamal. Closing in on goal. Real chance! And that's in! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage...
Oh no, this does not look good. He's shifting through the gears here. And that could well leave a mark. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. Paris Saint-Germain present their opponents with the best possible chance here. This further to improve their cause. And he's missed altogether.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
And here's Ferran Torres. And he's there to get it away.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Into the channel.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, the ball's gone astray.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Shifted it to the flank. Alexander-Arnold. Yamal. He can run onto that. Good ball, good take. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Neymar. He is through here. Now it's Camavinga. Brilliantly cut out. And that's that. Paris Saint-Germain cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Paris Saint-Germain, Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal...
And the shot! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Stoichkov actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Akanji is there, and he can get that clear. Adams wins the duel this time. Quality ball. That's beautifully weighted. Genuine physical edge about Son Heung-min! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Caught offside that time. Just eases him off the ball. Trying to get out of a very sticky situation. He's had it taken off him. Akanji kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Son Heung-min looking to receive it in space. Now it's Stoichkov.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, they could be caught out here. There's the shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. And a calamitous moment ends with the inevitable result.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
So, a breakthrough already. Aimed beyond the defence. And it's Stoichkov. That's been cut out, well played. Paris Saint-Germain are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Son Heung-min. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. This ended up in no man's land. Bergkamp. Oh, he's having a go! Now that is commitment to the cause. Corner number 2 then. Alonso! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Paris Saint-Germain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Son Heung-min. He's gone for a throw-in. Adam could be danger here. He's found a way through. Oh, he's been flattened there. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Camavinga tries to pass it through. It's gone out for a throw-in. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Akanji makes the interception. Son Heung-min. Ball is over the line. Son Heung-min with the cross. Oh, good effort! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in. Approaching the half-hour mark.
Son Heung-min providing an outlet on that flank. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Mbappe. Now, what about a counter-attack? Threads one in. Oh, perfectly measured that. Big chance! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Paris Saint-Germain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
De Bruyne. And here's Mbappe. Bergkamp. Caicedo calmly anticipates. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Pedri. And here's Mbappe.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Zielinski. That's a shade optimistic. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Not the most accurate pass. And this is Stoichkov! And the keeper read that really well.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Gets a good foot in there. Cafu carries the ball down the right. Bergkamp. It's come to nothing. Pinches it off him. Camavinga. Lovely pass, but can he get there? The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. Down to business again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Can he get it through? Akanji cuts out the pass. Caicedo
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And a chance! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. A case now of complete control. Some resolute defending there. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Mbappe. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. More and more pressure on the ball here. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's in on goal. Shot, surely! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Messi currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so...
Oh, what a mistake! He's having a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Adams. Van Dijk. Pedri has created one goal already. Knocks it into space. Now, can they get him away? Xavi Alonso. Good running, strong and purposeful. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And that's been won straight back. Stoichkov looking understandably energised after his goal. Zielinski. That's destined for the flank. And now the breakaway. He's picked his way through. Son Heung-min makes a dash for it. And they're quick to get it back. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And he's lost his man. Shoots! And he's stuck it away. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Messi demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So could they be onto something here? Van Dijk. Roberto Carlos. And it's Bergkamp. And here's Stoichkov. Goes for the shot! Paris Saint-Germain have their third corner. And that has sent him sprawling. And now they can spring out of defence. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
That is good alertness. Son Heung-min. Looking for the run. Son Heung-min. Adams wins the duel this time. Now it's Stoichkov. Plays a sharp little ball here. Son Heung-min. And once more he proves rigid and robust. And it's Zielinski. Stoichkov. Pass somewhat off target. Bergkamp. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And there's green grass ahead of him. Xavi Alonso. Valverde. And here's Ferran Torres. And he's found the way past. Now it's Mbappe. Camavinga gets over and intercepts. Zielinski. And it's Alexander-Arnold. That's gone loose. Nicely weighted ball. And he shoots! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Ferran Torres is offering a right smile there.
That pass isn't... He's had a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And there goes the final whistle. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running, simply they were...